Hi, everybody. DansGaming here. I want to talk to you about what I felt about Cyberpunk 2077 and give like a little bit of a review for it. Cyberpunk 2077 came out last week, and I've played through the main quest, most of the side quests, so I got a good feel of the combat, the world, the quests, and stuff. And I'd like to give you my thoughts on it. First of all, I liked the game. I had a lot of fun with it. I liked the quests. I thought the quests were very good. The acting was great, the writing, the nuances, the characters, the world itself was a character, and it was very interesting, and I wanted to see more of that world. CD Projekt Red is just so good at creating a universe for people to explore and just go in there, and like there's lots of little details and nuances and the way people speak to each other. Like conversations were very well done, and I just wanted more of the characters and more of the world. The gameplay was very fun. There's lots of different builds. It didn't really feel like revolutionary to me. It felt like a lot of Deus Ex mixed with like modern day shoot RPG style shooters, where like sort of like Borderlands mixed with like games with RPG like upgrade systems in there. A lot of Deus Ex again with the hacking and stuff. Overall, I liked it. It was fun, but it didn't like feel like this is the future. It felt more like this is like a really cool twist on modern gaming, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I enjoyed it. I had to play a hacker character with weapons stuff, lots of different weapons and things. Lots of imbalances in the skill trees. I think some skills are more useful than others. Like crafting needs some more love, and hacking is really strong. But overall, I thought it was pretty fun and cool, and I can't wait for modders and to see where the game goes from there. So I overall like the game, but we have to talk about like, it was extremely buggy. So many bugs, tons of bugs, everything from not even being able to like talk to someone as they don't pop up, or someone disappearing, or objects randomly popping up or fading away, or people acting weird, cars flying and flipping in the air. It definitely did not feel like a finished, polished game that was ready to be released. Needed more time in the oven, but Witcher 3 also was released quite buggy, but it eventually got to the point where it's very good and there's not very many bugs left in it. So I think the bugs will get taken care of over time. What was more jarring to me was that the world kind of felt like just an in between for quests. There wasn't a lot to do in the world that was interesting outside of quests. Like there's no cosmetic shop, there's no mini games, there's no places to hang out really. Pretty much you can go do randomized like little mini quests, like going and killing a couple of bad guys and then getting the loot, or doing a little side quest here and there, like gathering some stuff, exploring a little bit. But the world felt like it was missing a lot of features that you'll find in other games, like in Grand Theft Auto. You can go hang out in the club, or go bowling, or do something that beside just the quest. So the world itself needs more things to do. I think it's an interesting world, but I felt like if it wasn't part of a quest, then you couldn't really do anything. Lots of doors you can't go into, lots of windows that you can't look inside of. If a building has an interior, there's going to almost guaranteed be some sort of quest connected to it. But it gives them lots of room to add for expansion packs and stuff. So I felt like the world was a little disappointing. And then speaking of going around the world, the driving was very slippery. Lots of cars that you can go between that were very beautifully detailed. Like graphically, the game was gorgeous on the PC. The Rtx lighting was great. It was beautiful to look at. The environment art, the aesthetic, the movies on the background, like it was just a gorgeous world to explore, and it really pushed the boundaries of a lot of modern day things like RTX and stuff, as I said. And it was absolutely a joy to look at when it wasn't bugging out. But so it was beautiful. Driving on cars felt very slippery. Each car didn't really feel too different from each other. Like they were like a bike that was definitely different than a car, and a fast car is different than a middle car, but not a lot of pizzazz in the cars. It was like basic driving around, and I didn't find any special cars per se in my playthrough. There might be some hidden out there, but I just didn't find them in my playthrough. Overall, I think Cyberpunk is a good game, but it just needs more time. It needs more expansions. It needs more of the free DLC to fill in the gaps I was talking about, like barbershops and other things. Like, for example, there's no barbershop, so you can't change your character's appearance after you go into the game. So you can't change your hair, and they have all these character customization stuff, but you don't ever really see your character outside of mirrors. Mirrors is the only time you ever get to see your character, because there's no third-person mode in the game. So there's all these customization options like genitals, genital hair, but they don't ever really do anything. You don't ever see them. There's no interaction with them. They were just sort of felt like they were put in the game just to be there, but it doesn't really do much. So I hope maybe in the future they release some sort of third-person patch so you can play in third person, or incorporate your character into cutscenes more so you can actually see what you look like more often. There's a couple cutscenes where you can see your character, but not very often. Most of the time, it's you're just in first-person mode. Again, I like the game. But it definitely was not the Messiah game that we were all hoping and hyping it up to be. It was just a very good game, but very buggy. The bugs really held it back, and it kind of felt unfinished in a lot of areas. The main quest is fine, side quests are fine, they're very well done and super good, well written, but just like all the other stuff felt missing, and I hope that they fill it in over time with the help of modders and just patching and expansions. So it's a game that it's fine to play it now. You can play it now, have lots of fun with it, but I think it'll be a much better game in 6 months from now, a year from now, after the first expansion, the first big couple 1.1, 1.2 patches to really like nail out the rest of the bugs. It'll be that game eventually. But right now, it feels more like a nearly complete early access game where it's not quite all the way done, not all the way baked. But it's close. I really like it. I see so much potential in it. And I want more of that world. I want more characters. I want more quests. I want more weapons. I want like more, because it just felt so good. I say right now, if you have a great PC, buy it. You'll have fun. If you can ignore the bugs, it's fun. You'll like it. If you have a medium PC and you dislike bugs, maybe wait a while for them to patch and optimize performance and stuff, because it's as I said, shaky performance. Current gen consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X run fine. Avoid PS4 and the Xbox One versions. Those are quite bad right now, and I would avoid them entirely. Overall, I recommend it. I liked it. I think a lot of you will like it too. But I'm curious what you thought about it. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think about the game. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? What parts of it did you like? What parts do you think could be better? And we'll have a little discussion down there. I'm DansGaming. Thank you for listening to my thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077, and I'll see you guys next time.